Fine. So the issue was that when I was configuring the project, okay, I was not getting the option that build when a change is pushed to GitHub. Well, I was not getting this option because unfortunately one plugin was not installed. Generally, when you install Git plugin, everything installs, but there was a plugin. Hold on. Go to manage Jenkins and you need to install. It's currently in my installed plugins, known as the GitHub plugin. You need to install it. Fine. I already have it installed, so it's under the installed plugins. You need to go under the available plugins tab, find GitHub plugin. Okay, this one, right? Don't install the wrong one, right? And after install it and restart Jenkins, okay, you will see that you will have this option called as build when a change is pushed to GitHub. Fine. Now, even if I check this and save this, and if I change something in GitHub, this will not run. Okay, what we are expecting is that this is my GitHub and this is my local machine. From my local machine, as soon as I upload something on the GitHub over here, fine, automatically Jenkins should execute the build. Jenkins can do that, okay, but for doing that, you additionally you need to create something known as a webhook in GitHub. Now, to create webhook in GitHub, what I feel from my knowledge is that you need to be a paid member. Okay, then you can create a webhook in GitHub through the UI interface. Fine. So I'm not taking this right now because obviously I'm not a paid member in GitHub. Fine. But you need to, if you are having your own repository in your company or something, you will be able to, or your company using GitHub, so you can actually create a webhook in GitHub and just check on internet how to create a webhook in GitHub, and you can create that. And after creating that, if you check this option, then whenever you upload something on GitHub, the build will automatically run. Fine. So I closed my Git. Hold on. Close my Git bash. Right. So what we saw was that I uploaded the complete project. Fine. And now if you upload a single file on the project as well, the build can run provided you have the webhook setup inside the GitHub. All right. So after that, you can also add some post build operations, like you can send an email notification if something is failing. Fine. Or if you want to change your build type, you want to build it periodically, this I can do right now. I can schedule the build. You can try it out. Okay, it's very simple. No, this is no coding. Fine, you can try the permutations and combinations and this will work. Okay. Now the next thing is that you need to um, before I move forward, one more thing. If your ant is not working, I did not tell you. So if your ant is not working with Git, okay, make sure inside manage Jenkins and configure system. Okay. Generally, Jenkins finds the ant installation automatically. If it doesn't find, then you can add your ant installation directory. That means the directory where ant is present. Okay, you can put it over here. Generally, when you set ant home, ant is configured. Okay. Similarly, when you are setting up Maven, right? For that, you can hold on. Yeah. In my case, I have given the path of Maven because Jenkins was not able to directly pick up the path of Maven on my machine. So I gave this Maven path, that this is the path where Maven is present. Fine. Now remember module 9 of test ng. Okay. Module 9 of test ng on the website. Hold on. Out here on the website. In module 9, I took up how to run a test ng with ant and all. I gave all that, all those things. Fine. And also I took up Maven plugin with test ng, and I executed the project with Maven as well. So let me do that with Git as well. Fine. So how do I execute my Maven task with Git? Let me take that. But before that, make sure you have set up your Maven properly over here. Fine, you're given the path of Maven. Fine. After that, you go and create a new item. Okay, I'll select a new Maven 2 or 3 project. Okay, and I'll give the project name as my Maven project. Okay, first I will build the project locally, then I'll again upload it to the server and I'll build it. Fine. So this is my Maven project, and over here you can give any description again, whether it's coming from Git or not, what are the various types of triggers which you want. Fine. Generally we go for these two options, build periodically or build when any change, but this requires a webhook right now. Fine. So okay, and right now I'll say that root pom, where is the pom.xml. Now I'll take up the project which I had taken in Maven tutorial. We had this learn test ng tutorial, right? This was Maven having pom.xml in it. Fine. I'll just copy the path of this tutorial over here and I'll give the path of pom.xml inside this. Okay. And post steps are run only if run the post step. That means run only if the build is successful. It's self-explanatory, right? What kind of post step you want to execute. Fine. So it always depends on your project and all, email notification, whether you have to send it or not. Okay. So you just save it right now. Simply save it. Okay. And go to the discussion board. Look, I just cannot take up every permutation and combination of settings over here. You can try them. Fine. I can tell you how to basically run it. So you did that and you simply write over here build now and you select it and you go to your project, you go to this build, it's still running. Okay, console output, you see that it's downloading. Fine. I never gave any target and all. Okay, so I just built it. Fine, hold on. So it will download all the dependencies and all which were there in the pom.xml. Okay, just 1 minute. And go to the project. While you are over here, you can also see the project getting executed from here. Okay, right, you can also see the project getting executed. So it will take a while for the dependencies to get downloaded and all. So hold on. Okay, so we have time. So I'll stop this. Actually, I never gave any target. Let me give the target first. I stopped it manually. You can stop the build in between as well. I'll go to configure and I'll say that with pom execute the target test, ambient test. Remember there were various targets, ambient test site, and there were like targets. Hold on. Yeah, I talked in that tutorial, right? In order to execute the shortfire report, this was the target. Right now, I'll just give the test target. If you have to give multiple targets, you can give separated by a space. Okay, separated by a space over here. For example, test site, you can write both the target just in site will get executed. So I'll just write that. Fine, just execute the test target and save. Fine. Now it will take lesser time. Build now and it will. It's running. It's working. Fine. Go over here. Console output, it's working fine. Everything got downloaded and you see that these are the test cases run, built successful, and everything was fine. Okay, initially it will take some time because all the dependencies they get downloaded. All right, now this is how you can simply execute from local. And how will you execute on when your Maven project is on the remote server? We can take that. It's the same as the case of ant execution, right? You'll have to upload your project on github.com with the help of git bash, which is right now, hold on, github.com with the help of this git bash. Fine. So let me do that. My project is right now under this particular location. Fine. And I'll go to this location. Hold on. In git you have to give double slash. Alright. Now the next step would be that I have to actually after going to this location I will have to create the free repository on Git like I had created earlier. Fine, I had created the repository right over here, my repository. Similarly, you will have to create another repository, for example my Maven repository, and upload the project in that. Okay, I'm not going to do this for you. You'll have to do this again. The same steps which we followed earlier, you'll have to follow the same steps. The only thing is, instead of build.xml, you will have to write form.xml. That's it. In your target over here, when you configure it to run it from the remote server, okay, right? So you will have to give over here form.xml, and you will just form.xml, you will to select it over here. That's it. Fine. Just try it out. Okay, I think you can do it. Fine.